All right, so in the first video, we looked at the beginning of this lesson, or this review. We did some true and false about angle measurements and angle bisectors. We looked at some angle addition, and then we did an angle bisector problem. The first question today is also an angle bisector problem. So I would recommend pausing the video and trying this problem and seeing how you do, and then come back and press play and see if we get the same answers. All right, let's see if we get the same answer. So I'm going to sketch the angle JKM. I don't know what it looks like, but I'm going to make it nice and wide. And the center letter is K, so that's the vertex. And then I have a J and an M on either side. And ray KL is bisecting it. So from K to L, it's bisecting it, which I know means that these two angles equal each other, only because I see the word bisect. Okay, so now the measure of angle JKL is 8x minus 10. So let's see where that is. JKL is 8x minus 10. And the measure of angle LKM is 10x minus 20. LKM is 10x minus 20. Okay, so originally, remember, we had added these two together and said they equal the whole thing, but they haven't given me information about how big the whole thing is. Since I've seen the word bisect, I know that means that these two angles equal each other. So I can write 8x minus 10 is equal to 10x minus 20. And again, I can only put the equals there because I see the word bisect. Otherwise, I'd have to figure out how to add them together and what they equaled. Okay? All right, so from here, it's just some regular algebra 1. I'm going to move the 8x because 8x is smaller than 10x by subtracting it. I like to keep my x's positive when I can. So I'm going to end up with a negative 10x. Don't forget there's that minus in front of the 10. That's a real easy place to accidentally lose that symbol there. 10x minus 8x is 2x minus 20. So now I'm going to add 20 on both sides. That's going to give me negative 10 plus 20 equals 10. And if you had lost that negative, right, you'd accidentally do 10 plus 20 and get a 30 here. So it's going to make a big difference if you lose that negative sign. Divide both sides by 2, and 5 equals x. Okay? So x, the value is 5 for the value of x. Okay? All right, and again, if you had missed this negative 10 and made it just 10 here and then added 20, you'd get a 30 here, and 30 divided by 2, you'd have 15 here. So that's a really big difference, right? 15 and 5. So watch out for those little things. All right, so then it wants to know how big is angle JKM. But JKM is not, they gave me JKL, right? They gave me LKM. JKM is the whole angle. So you have to be careful what they're asking you for, right? Are they asking me for one of the small angles or the whole angle, or like in the last problem, they asked me for all of them, okay? So I'm going to do 8 times 5 minus 10. 8 times 5 is 40. Minus 10 is 30. So this angle is 30, which means this one should also be 30, but I'm going to plug it in just to make sure I didn't make a mistake, because same thing, like if I had made that mistake here and I've got a 15, then when I plugged it in, I'd get 2 different answers, and that would make me come back over here and check my work, right? So it's important to check our work. 10 times x, x is 5, minus 20, so that's 50, minus 20, which is 30. So we can feel confident that we did our math correctly. And now I can confidently say that the measure of angle JKM is 30 plus 30, which is 60 degrees. Okay, so even though I drew it looking obtuse, it's really only 60 degrees. Okay? All right, let's look at the next little section. Number 11, if the measure of angle ABC equals 9x minus 2, find the value of x so that line AD, and then I have an upside down T, and line BC. So we need to make sure that we remember what that upside down T represents. Okay? Don't forget that upside down T means perpendicular. Perpendicular. Okay? And remember that means they intersect at 90 degrees. So if I want AD, the line that goes through AD, to be perpendicular to the line that goes through BC. So even though I don't see a line there, I only see a ray. There, remember, they can be invisible, so I really do have line BC. So I want these two lines to intersect at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so I can put a little box there. It says if the measure of angle ABC equals 9x minus 2. So let's see, ABC equals 9x minus 2. Oh, well, I also know that angle equals 90, right? Because I want them to be perpendicular. So 9x minus 2 must equal 90. That's easy enough. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. And I'm going to get 9x equals 90. Divide by 9. Or sorry, 92. I can't add today. 92. Divide by 9. And x equals 92 is not evenly divisible by 9. So I'm going to go ahead and just get myself a 3-place decimal. 92 divided by 9 is 10.2 repeating. So I'm going to do 10.222 for my value of x. So that this angle will be 90 degrees, which means these lines will be perpendicular. Okay? All right, let's get number 12. On number 12, find the measure of angle RAM, if the measure of angle RAM equals 24x minus 36, find the value of x so that line RS, so here's line RS, is perpendicular to which means 90 degrees. Line AM. AM, the line would just continue both ways, right? So I want these two lines to be perpendicular, so that just means they intersect at 90 degrees. Okay? All right, so the measure of angle RAM equals 24x minus 36. RAM is 24x minus 36. Well, I know if one angle in the perpendicular, they're all going to be 90, right? So this one is also 90. 24x minus 36 equals 90. Okay? So I am going to just add 36 to both sides. $24x equals 90 plus 36, which is 126. Divide both sides by 24. I don't know if that goes in evenly, but if it doesn't, that's okay. I will just round to 3 places. X equals 126 divided by 24 is 5.25. And it ends there. We say it terminates after the 5, so we don't have to keep going as far as when we're told to round to 3 places. If you really wanted to, you could put a 0 on the end. That would be rounding to 3 places as well. But you can leave it right there at 5.25. Okay? All right, we'll go ahead and pause this video here, and when we pick up tomorrow, we'll look, or on the next video, we'll look at some linear pair information. Okay? Thank you for watching.